Deku wants to be a hero as cool as All Might and wants to save people. But My Hero Academia also establishes a clear villain on the show that the MC will eventually defeat. The villain organization keeps getting stronger and more threatening to the Hero Society. Deku, as the heir of the One for All, must defeat the villain All for One created, Shigaraki Tomura. So Deku must hone his skills and get stronger. Besides, the power Deku obtained is dangerous to him and needs a lot of training. Even without an enemy, we must learn how to use it and not be reckless with it. In other words, something noble that the audience can understand. Jinwoo needs powers, essentially because he's obsessed with being strong and needs money from being a hunter to sustain his family's problems, which is in a way dumb and not shown or simply not shown properly. Jinwoo was an E rank hunter, the weakest of them all. Every other hunter had more power than him and had more chances of surviving in a dungeon. But Jinwoo wants to be a hunter to get fast money. And the fastest way to do it is to become a hunter. But he sucks as a hunter. So much so that people bully him for it. And bully is a strong word. Yes, they don't bully him in a classic way, but they just call him names. Still, he remains a hunter anyway. Once again, what is this show trying to tell us with that? Imagine the fastest way to get money right now would be to get an OnlyFans. But unfortunately, you're unattractive. Sorry, you won't make it. You won't make money. You insist on doing it just because you need money for a family member in a hospital up until one day you stumble upon a plastic surgeon that suddenly wants to experiment on you for free. And then you're pretty all of a sudden and you stop making some money. Well, that's Jinwoo for you. Trying to make it as an ugly OnlyFans girl and yes, that suddenly got some plastic surgeons to fix him. It makes no sense for him to be a hunter, if not as a last resort. Are we supposed to root for him when he becomes strong? Like, absolutely not. Society in solo leveling did not suddenly become a place where you could only become a hunter. Just like the Hero Society in My Hero Academia. You didn't just have to become a hero. Deku really wanted the same, but one day he would have to come to terms that being a hero with no quirk would be impossible, or would require Batman level money, or whatever the Vigilante series will be about. I'm gonna react to that. Or he would end up doing a police related job. He ain't the only one. Like Deku ain't the only kid that was quirkless that wanted to be a hero, okay? So he doesn't deserve more than everybody else, just like Jinwoo ain't the only E rank that was weak. In solo leveling society, there are other people that have regular jobs and are most likely successful. Nothing's stopping Jinwoo from having a regular job. He was a construction worker before. He wasn't making any money as a hunter because he kept getting more hospital bills from being inside dungeons than the money he made in it. Why can't he do another honest job? If other jobs are tough, if coming up in society is a lot harder now because of hunter and the dungeon works are getting more money and everything in society is revolving about hunting, and other jobs are not receiving well, or because Jinwoo is limited by his education, or because he's poor and being the hunter is the only option, then the audience needs to see that. Otherwise, we see him become a hunter and suck at it, and we just think it's stupid, or is he a masochist, or is delusional. Even his sister advised against it. Like, being a hunter and being obsessed with being strong could have got him killed. And that in itself would put his family in a much situation than he was before his father disappeared or whatever he told us. Because of this stupid logic, when Jinwoo got a little taste of power, he went completely berserk and reckless, trying to force himself to get stronger and stronger at any means cost. And somehow, some way, it always ended up well for him. Situation is tough. Remember the days you were weak. Get angry, win fight. That happened way too often in season 1. Episode 4, 7, 11, and 12, they all kind of reminded me of what people used to make fun of Asta in Black Clover 4, always screaming and it's not over, I'm not giving up, and eventually ending winning up the fight. But in this case, Jinwoo had a lot of plot armor, or the system's plot armor. It always saved him, or insta healed him, or took him out of situations where he was about to die. Unlike Asta's body, that actually gets hurt and has a lot of physical training in it, because he couldn't do anything else. Season 1 was all about showing us Jinwoo's obsession to get stronger. It almost felt like the entities that gave him power were using his obsession. They were using him so much that they gave him something to satisfy his original motivation to become a hunter, curing his mother's illness. Like, we completely disregard obtaining more money in Hunter Society to help our mother and just went ahead and believed everything the system told us to do. Because conveniently enough, they had something to cure his mother, and hey, bro, it involves you getting stronger, which is exactly what we want. Why? Why? Or we still don't know. You still don't know why. But giving or making Jinwoo have power to save his mother and his personal situation a good motive for the plot to make him overpowered? Let's see.
I once knew a chick named